We live in exciting and novel times where we have gratefully made substantial advances in understanding, testing, and managing our own biology. In fact, people continue to search for improvement and innovation for every day of our lives. Technology doesn't make big leaps and bounds without tinkerers and risk takers, and today, those folks are affectionately known as entrepreneurs, and more recently, hackers. Much like any emerging tech field, biohacking clearly is not defined, but with labels and movements, and what was once considered a cloistered academic activity, biohacking is now starting to morph into its own persona. Now, the big question is, what is biohacking? Biohacking is the term used for the art of hacking biology using nature's built-in mechanisms. It refers to the desire to be the absolute best version of ourselves. With the aid of sophisticated technology, it is possible to use these methods for our own benefits. As a matter of fact, the main thing that separates a biohacker from the rest of the self-improvement world is a systems thinking approach that aims to make the diverse fields of biology and technology intersect. Due to its sudden emergence, has the majority heard of biohacking?
Yes.
No, I don't even heard of the term yet.
Hindi po. Actually, ngayon ko lang talaga siya narinig.
No, I was not aware and I have just recently found out about it.
Yun yung mga devices na ginagamit ng mga tao to detect yung mga parang health-related sa katawan natin para ma-detect yung mga heartbeat, ganyan.
Devices na mag-enhance sa atin, sa katawan, para makakatulong sa atin sa everyday lives.
I think it's, I guess if I could guess, it's like, same as like hacking in a computer, but in terms of life, anything biological, something like that. That's what I understood from that.
Yung first pagkakaintindi ko sa biohacking, akala ko yung hinahack yung buhay ng mga plants, ganun. Kasi bio, di ba, life, tapos hacking. Parang una ko narinig yung hacking sa computers. Feeling ko, dun nagko-compromise silang dalawa. Kaya biohacking yung kakaintindi ko dun.
Maybe a common device that I've recently read about, maybe. There were some watches that tried to measure the circadian rhythm of the body, and these kinds of things were oftentimes used in the lab. Maybe I'm not really sure how will it affect our daily life.
I see biohacking as awareness of who you are. Biohacking is knowing oneself, enabling to determine human capabilities, and because of this, one can improve or augment oneself. For example, one can undergo genomic analysis or DNA testing for diseases. This procedure allows identification of genetic risks for certain diseases, thus enabling the person to take appropriate preventive measures.
There are various types of biohacking which may be in the forms of implantables, smart drugs, and even wearables, in which the latter is to be emphasized. The new age of wearables tap into the connected self. They're laden with smart sensors and make use of a web connection. They use these sensors to connect to you as a person and help you to achieve goals such as staying fit and active, losing weight, or being more organized.
Over the last year or so, wearable technology has gone mainstream as the hottest device on the planet are now the ones that you can wear on your arms, wrist, or face.
Currently, there are a few different categories of wearables, all considered to be a part of interconnected digital gadgets that log, report, and control data from your body and across the planet. Some examples of wearable technology, such as Google Glass, are complex, multifunction systems, but most wearable devices focus on a narrow range of purpose with a limited set of features. These functions might be as simple as notifying the wearer of messages received via phone or social media, such as smart glasses. Or they may perform complex services, such as the device for diabetics that monitors glucose levels and administers insulin as needed. AYO eyewear that promotes sleep completion and prevents jet lags after flights, and electrozyme skin sensor that works like a tattoo measuring heart rate, electrolyte balance, hydration level, muscle exertion, and metabolism. In some cases, heart rate sensors are woven into tank tops or tees and can share that data with exercise equipment. These devices offer a type of computer-boosted self-awareness for the wearer, a quantified self who can employ information from multiple sensors to determine health, fitness, or peak performance. Additionally, smartwatches are also on the trend list nowadays. Some wristbands, known as fitness trackers, and sports watches track fitness data such as steps taken, calories burned, and sleep patterns, and send those data to the wearer's mobile device. Sports watches are among the most established wearable tech. Samsung, Motorola, LG, and Sony have been at them for a while, and spring saw Apple get into the game with the Apple Watch. Oftentimes, these wristwatches come with integrated GPS to log the distance and time of your workout, and many versions will keep tabs on your heart rate, cadence, and calories burned.
Yes.
Wala eh.
No, I don't.
Wala, hindi.
Yes, I do own a smartwatch.
Oo naman, kasi makakatulong nga ito sa atin para sa ma-enhance tayo, ba't hindi natin gagamitin.
I guess so. I mean, if it would not hinder my everyday routines or life. Yeah.
Actually, yung nakita ko yung smartwatch, yung Google Glasses, parang, pwede. Kasi maka-access na ako ng information, lalo na ngayon, kasi through innovation, talagang ang bilis na nga talaga makakuha ng information. Kung meron Google Glass, makaka-contribute talaga siya sa pakakuha ng information ng mas mabilis.
Mass media has a great influence to people. Advertising new technology can easily be accepted by the public if endorsed properly. Wearable technology is incorporation of computing electronics to wearable gadgets or clothes or implantables that gives human vital information such as pulse rate, oxygen levels, and glucose levels, to name some. Well, an advantage of this technology is the easy and immediate detection or monitoring of human vital signs. For example, the skin-applied biosensors that provide valuable feedback on how the body reacts to physical activity. It allows monitoring of calories spent in a physical activity. There's also this tattoo-based glucose sensor for non-invasive glucose monitoring, so no need to extract blood from the patient. Another advantage is for easy recording or storing information. Well, the popular Google Glass has been used by some physicians during patients' consultation as well as during their surgery. So last but not the least, another example is the bionic exoskeleton worn as prosthetics to help those with paralysis to stand up and walk. Because of this technology, and this technology is new, a common disadvantage is the cost. The technology is quite expensive. With regards to the Google Glass, there were some issues of safety and privacy concern. One can also become highly dependent on the technology that he or she cannot function without it.
Having these wearable devices will help you achieve your goal easier or faster. Siyempre, if you have this kind of devices, mas makakatulong siya para sa goal mo. Let's say for example, we have this mga heart rate monitoring, mga ganon, and you have this thermal suit or shower suit that will help you release more water sa katawan. So if itong mga bagay na to is makakatulong na ma-achieve yung goal na mas mabilis, then at the same time, parang kasi you invest something para dun sa fitness goal mo. So mas meron pang mas magdadrive sa'yo para pumunta sa gym. Pero huwag mo makakalimutan yung three factors pa rin na malaki yung impact para dun sa goal mo. So you need to have this, yung three. And ang kailangan kasi talaga is discipline. So you need to be disciplined in terms of pagdating sa food intake natin, discipline dapat tayo when we have the proper diet. Then second thing is proper workout pa rin, of course. Then lastly, yung quality sleep. Kasi ayun yung kailangan natin. So having this, to wrap this up, having this wearable devices will help you na mapabilis mo achieve the goal. Pero, huwag pa rin natin kakalimutan yung approach na kailangan natin, which is yung having proper nutrition or proper diet, having this proper workout. So, when you say proper workout, at least 4 times a week tayong visit ng gym. And lastly, yung quality sleep natin, which is duration of 6 to 8 hours per day. Personally, siguro makakatulong yung mga wearable devices na yun in terms of, syempre, nag-invest ka para sa sarili mo, para sa pag-gym. So, merong magdadrive sa'yo para ma-workout ka pa and all. Pero, as a fitness coach, hindi kasi ako fan ng mga wearable devices na yan. So, much better na mag-stock na lang ako dun sa traditional way na talagang regular workout, then you have that proper diet. With that, siguro, mas makakatulong siya para ma-achieve yung fitness goal. Pero kung tatanungin mo ako kung with this wearable devices na, minsan kasi parang hindi siya accurate. For me, hindi siya accurate. So, mas maganda pa rin na you have understanding talaga na ayun, mag-stock ka dun.
The group had decided to conduct a social experiment by bringing a smartwatch and calling a friend to try this kind of wearable device, having numerous features, including heart rate monitoring and calories burned tracking. After rounds of jogging and intense running, he checked the device and an immediate response to the movements he made had instantly been recorded, as the results would more or less be flashed as quickly as possible.
I find the smartwatch very helpful for me, even for all the joggers, because this smartwatch help monitor the heart rate, the pace, and also the distance covered when you're jogging. So if you want to reach your quota in jogging per day or something like that, you can monitor it if you look at your smartwatch.
From steps and calories to sleep and diet, wearables are starting to show their influence in our personal lives and are stepping up the trend. Wearable technology implies that these devices rest on your body, so it's only natural that many of them focus on the wearer's health and fitness. Statistically, 70% of the top-selling devices are dedicated to fitness, and by 2018, about 112 million is believed to be consumed, far from the number being consumed up to date. The need is for more powerful and sophisticated tracking equipment, which will be capable of recording data without even distributing or hindering the user. You'd be forgiven for wondering what the fuzz about wearable technology is, given the explosion of smartwatches, fitness trackers, sports watches, and other connected devices. Put simply, wearables are of the biggest new innovation in technology since the smartphone, and the possibilities are definitely endless.